Fancy seeing you here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you still love me.
I do absolutely still love you. I never thought for a second anything other than
Fantastic. Sensational.
sensational. Yeah, so what you got there?
You ain't got one of these?
I just got one new model.
Yeah, about 4 weeks old, man.
Yeah. It's got maybe like, how many days are in 4 weeks? 30 miles on
You
it.
were never good at math.
30 to 31.
4 times 7?
No, that's 28. 28 miles on her. Welcome to the world, Journey.
You're so silly.
Good to see you. Oh, she's getting upset. Hey, we're trying to do this like going out, doing normal life stuff with the baby, kind of like bringing her into our world and being like, get used to it, kid.
I'm glad that we didn't give up because the first outing, we got kicked out.
Yeah, talk about it.
They said, this is 21 and up. Like, dang, we on the patio.
What you
We
want me to
were
call
looking
her,
forward
Uber?
to it. It was a whole process to get to the car, learning how to operate. Like, it was just,
Gosh,
you
yeah.
know.
Back and forth, because like, do we take the stroller? Are we in other people's way? Do we not? Excuse me. All for them to come out and be like, I'm so sorry. She made it awkward, BT dubs. I'm so sorry. It's 21 and up.
And then she stood there like we were going to stay. I'm like, you don't have to escort us out. You don't have to walk us out. You ain't got to do that.
Do not. And was like, well, we'll see you next time. When? Girl.
18 years?
When?
I don't know.
Yeah. Will you still be here?
Okay, so speaking of still be here, today we're where?
Today we're at Triumph's Espresso and Cocktails. Or Espresso and Whiskey.
You done renamed it?
It's Espresso and something, but it's
Okay.
Triumph's. Great spot.
It must be really hard to be the only barista.
Yeah, maybe they thought that they were going to have a light day, and so they scheduled light. Maybe they're like, you know what, on Tuesdays, it really be the lunch crowd.
But
However, it's relatively busy out here for a Tuesday at 5. And they have one barista bartender.
and he said, I'm out of foam right now. He told this lady that's got a matcha latte. She said, where's the foam? He said, oh, we're out of it right now, but if you give me about 10 minutes, I can come out and bring it to you. 10 minutes, my drink gonna be gone.
No, you should tell me that when I ordered.
We've been here before and it's been great. So I'm like, this is just a very interesting afternoon. And sorry to that man. He's doing the best he can.
Yeah, that man is in the weeds right now.
Yeah.
So for whoever likely called out for their evening shift, middle finger to you, because that guy.
I thought this was a family show.
It is.
Okay.
Everyone's got middle fingers.
Anyway.
It means different things in different countries. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
But yeah, good luck to him making the drinks. I don't know when we'll get ours or if it will have all the ingredients, but we'll find out when we get it.
I honestly thought that's what you were bringing in the tin can. I said, damn, he down bad. He down
Get
bad.
glasses. No, this is just water.
Okay. So he couldn't even pour us up over a big rock. He couldn't do nothing.
Man.
But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be out of the house. These little outings that we do, sometimes just us, sometimes with friends, have really been helping the adjustment.
Oh, for sure. I don't know that we could ever be, I absolutely should have cleaned these before starting, but I don't know if we could ever be the newborn family that just stayed in the house for like 60 days. Like
At least.
And sometimes I feel bad that we've gotten her out and she's been like 2 weeks old. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, is this terrible for her? Are we doing a bad thing? Are we selfish because we're going stir crazy and we want to jump back into life? Like, it's sometimes conflicting to bring her out and people are like, how old? And you tell her, and literally one guy, when we went to dinner with Poppy, was like, what are you doing here?
We hungry. Parents have to eat too.
Like, bruh, I don't want to just live a life of takeout. I want the experience too. We deserve.
Is that every culture that's like you stay in the house?
I honestly didn't know that that was like Hispanic culture specific until you told me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
like, what is it? Like, it's like a 40-day period or something where
It's
they
like a
just
quarantine. You ain't going nowhere,
mom or baby?
mom or baby.
Wild, man.
You might not even get out the bed. I don't, like it's just.
I mean, I assume that they have like dumb family coming over to help with those responsibilities if I can't go anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. If we had more family through this transition, that would be really cool. But I'm really happy that we have Poppy and some of the friends that we've enjoyed times with, and they've come over and either brought something to eat or, offered to watch her, change her while you shower or while I cook. Really happy for that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, not to say my family hadn't wanted to be there, but for them it's like a hard 6 weeks. And I just opened the invite so that when y'all see me on Instagram, Facebook, out, that you don't feel a certain type of way. Like, oh, she told me 6 weeks, but she out amongst the streets. I said, no, baby.
Like I
The
told
invitation
you,
is open.
come on through.
You
Matter of
just let
fact,
me
I
know.
told you come on through because I need you.
I'm actually glad that we haven't had family
Yeah?
or friends like stay with us. I know we discussed like if
Oh,
people
yeah.
did,
Yeah.
these are the people, blah blah blah. But I'm really glad because like I barely like you again,
Yeah,
and I don't want to like dislike you in front of other people when I know it's temporary.
I feel it. I most of the time feel like I'm skating on thin ice. And it wasn't until your birthday that it was confirmed that you didn't like me. Before, it's just a feeling that I have. And I have that feeling about most people in my life of like, oh, they don't like me. But like, I really felt like, oh, she does not she does not like me at all. And I can't pinpoint why. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm doing everything I can.
That's why postpartum is a doozy because this is the best example I have. I will be looking at you change her diaper in the middle of the night and be like, she don't never do nothing. Like that's the negative thought pattern, the positive thought pattern. It is constantly talking yourself out of one or the other.
I got to talk with a friend about a moment that we had this week where, and maybe it's too fresh, I don't know, we finna find out, but I got to have a nice like hour-long nap because I really, really needed it. We had been out for the day and then we were getting kind of close to the beginning of my shift. And I was like, for me to be present and my best self, I really need a little hour nap. And so you watched Journey while I slept, and I woke up and like my alarm went off and I just like popped up. I didn't give myself a second to scroll or do anything. I just popped up and came out and did what I could. And you were like, she needs to be changed. Cool. Went and changed her, gave her back. You're like, can you do this? Yes, I can do that. And I was just gonna take a second. And then I thought you went like, that's what I thought happened. There was a breath, there was a sigh, and maybe it wasn't for me. But in that moment, I was like, oh, she's reacting because I didn't immediately get up and do the task. Like, and that's not all on you. This is perceived from growing up too, that it was annoying to my mom when I didn't immediately do what she wanted me to do. Mm-hmm. And so then it would be like, never mind, I'll do it. I have to do everything around here. And so I was trying to prevent that by saying, hey, I just woke up. And you were like, I wasn't talking to you. This is about Journey. And that we had a not great couple of hours after that because of perceptions.
Hold it real quick. Thank you. So perceptions, yes. And sometimes it's hard to like, I think I'm easier at navigating how to approach conversations when I have more sleep or how to interpret tone. So when I don't have that and I'm like, why? I didn't even say anything. Why are you mad at me? That's not my trauma, that's yours. Like I'm just.
Oh. Yeah, in that moment, you're probably, I don't know what you thought, other than if other than you thinking that I had an attitude or an issue with it. And for me, I'm just like, I want to jump in and help you.
You might have to blur out.
Okay, I might have to, yeah, do a little cut take. Hold on, wait for it. Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, hey, I came out and I did the time sensitive thing, right? Which was to change her. The other thing that you asked me to do, happy to do that. The putting the clothes up, putting the towels up, or fold them and put them up, I'm happy to do that too. That's not a time sensitive task. So I can take like 5 minutes to like gather myself and wake up. And that's all I was trying to say, but you just really thought I was beating down your block and just like being mean or attitude. And I just had to be like, okay, Nick, you can't fix this. You said what your intention was. You apologized that your intention wasn't received. You're just gonna have to let her have her time.
And then you came in with this half apology. Because it's not like you're saying, I apologize. I mean, I'm sorry for that you perceived it that way. And they're saying, like, I still don't agree with you. I still think that your response is not valid. So I'm sorry you feel that way. And I'm like, she hates that. Why would she do that to me?
I hate those words, and I know I did not say those words. I said the best thing that I could to this is relationship for real right now. This is not boxed up or in a bow or perfect relationship sort of stuff right now. But I did my best to remedy the situation, understand your feelings, understand my intention, because like I'm trying to find a way to like meet halfway without feeling like I'm taking a blame that's undue or unjust. Because I didn't come at you with attitude. I wasn't brash or mean or I only said a handful of words. And so I'm understanding like, all right, maybe that was a rough hour when I was asleep. It's like trying to really understand your experience and my experience are two different experiences. And that's why you're perceiving this or that. But also trying to diffuse the situation, let you know I care about you, I'm checking in on you, let you know that I want things to be good between us. How can I come in and help right now without feeling like I'm giving you an empty apology, because then my future apologies won't mean anything if all I'm doing is trying to, all right, let's just hurry up and, get this situation over with. Yeah. I wasn't sorry for what I did because I didn't do anything wrong, but I am upset at how it made you upset. That's the best way I know how to word that.
That's cute. Like, I think that's cute. Like, I mean, say how you want to say, like, okay, we agree to disagree, whatever. But in that moment, yes, it felt good to hear you say I'm sorry. And then I was like, I mean, that wasn't like a true sorry, but okay, I can't lie, it did make me feel good just to hear the words. And that's my honest response.
And I figured that it would. Like that's just part of it too, of just knowing this is what you want to hear. And I'm also bargaining with saying something that will put you at ease, not just giving you lip service, saying something that will put you at ease without compromising what happened.
I understand. Much respect to you.
Absolutely. Hey, we're going to have like 1,000 more of those. So I'm glad we're getting our practice in.
And I'm glad that every day is a new day. So.
Every day is a new day. And whenever that stuff happens, I'm never like, I'm leaving. Like, it's just not a thought in my mind of like, all right, so let me go on and look up apartments real quick, because like it ain't like that.
Well, some people are like that. They're like, oh, she's unreasonable.
There's some people. Oh, hello.
Thank you.
Of course. Thanks very much.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
Here you are.
White Manhattan.
A white Manhattan. And I don't know what I got, but perfect timing. I'm going to read what we got. And cheers to you and a new week of parenthood.
Yay, a month down.
Yeah, a month down. So you got the White Manhattan. It is Compass Box Orchard House and Peat Monster Scotch, Sauvignon Blanc and mineral water reduction, dried apricot and cherry.
Cherry.
And mine is Early for the Show. Okay. At first I was like, is it? Because it does not look like the photograph. Early for the Show with Pierre Ferrand Cognac with Earl Grey tea, Old Forester rye, Benedictine, China, Peychaud's, and expressed lemon.
There are a lot of ingredients.
I was like, with the Peychaud's, lemon, and the rye, it's giving Sazerac. And it really tastes pretty similar.
To a Sazerac.
But like, not as bitey or licorice-like.
Is this a Manhattan? I don't know, bro.
It's a White Manhattan. You want to give it a try?
Sure.
That doesn't taste like any Manhattan I've ever had, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. It definitely tastes scotch.
Yeah.
Let me. Can you grab it from the top so I can grab it from the bottom? Appreciate you, dog.
Here's the
Cheers.
presentation of the bevy. If you're drinking with us, cheers to you. But yeah, like you were saying, some people do leave, and they have in their mind like, this just isn't gonna work out.
I would have left me. It's fine.
Is that really how you feel about you?
I can see how postpartum can really be hard on relationships. And if you really don't care about that person and know that it's temporary, then I can see why people choose to separate.
Okay, like if your foundation in your relationship is not solid, you could crumble really easily.
If you're not in covenant, you could crumble really easy.
What does that mean, in covenant?
Like serious commitment.
Ooh, all right. I like that. Ooh, I feel like a witch.
Why a witch?
Because they have a covenant. A coven. Oh, look, I'm finna hold on my drink. I know y'all just saw that skating down.
But yeah, if you're really not honoring marriage and be like, I'm here from beginning to end, sickness through health, because it get rowdy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Every day I'm grateful that you don't give up on me.
I don't.
And that you're very patient. Because when I reflect, I was like, she was very patient in that moment. She really took time to frame that where it was well received. So like I see the effort. It just might take me a little bit.
I'm glad you said that, because like hearing your response about how I came back, it sounded like you were like, you didn't apologize the way I wanted to, and you half-assed apologize. You said half-assed. And so I was like, damn, so she didn't, so it still wasn't received. It still wasn't felt.
Oh, no, it was felt. And I know that you came back cool, calm, and collected. I know that the next day when you woke up, you reminded me that it was a new day and that we are allowed to like each other again. I know all things are true. And the other side of it is like, that was not an apology for, she's not admitting to your perception of how things went.
And how does that feel that I am not admitting to that perception?
It feels better today.
Okay. Time does heal all wounds.
Yes, ma'am. Just saying.
Just have to let it simmer.
Because when we first got together, she wanted to talk about it right then and there. We can't leave. You can't do nothing else till we settle this. I'm like, sometimes you just need a little space. Because what I don't want to happen is for me to say something that really hurts your feelings and that I regret the next day.
I appreciate that. I have a different appreciation for it and a different approach to it now, instead of me like kind of being incessant about like, let's talk about this, let's fix this. Because I have been with avoidant partners, and I have been with an avoidant partner where we have a little tussle, a little disagreement, a little riff in our relationship, and then you go message somebody else about it. And instead of talking to me about your feelings raw or put together or boxed up or pretty in a bow, just tell me. Because my mind is like, I don't want you to go tell someone else who can't fix this. I don't want you to go talk to someone, mess this up for, lack of better words that I want to use. Like,
Okay.
that's where that's coming from. Not only have I been with partners like that, I've been the partner like that, where it's like, you know what? I'm cool. That's how you want to be. You know what? By the time you want to talk about it again, somebody else is in my
Yes.
DM sending me multiple attachments. So I don't want to be that person, and I realize I'm not, and neither are you. And so I just have to let enough time pass and hope that you come back to the conversation.
Yeah. It takes me longer. Like I'm bigger in reflection. So like in the moment, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. I need time. And so that you can get a real answer. Because if I come back to you with these real short, simple stuff, like that's not good enough for you. I've learned. You really want to know how I feel, how we're going to, work it out, get an understanding. And so that for me takes time. And if I want to do it right, then I just have to verbalize that I need time and actually hold myself accountable and come back to it.
I respect it. It's funny that you're like, I'm just really grateful every day that you don't leave. I was talking to my friend Taylor, and I was telling her like, and when I say this, it has nothing to do with what we just talked about, but I was telling her, I get why people leave. I get why you have this like baby daddy sort of like, he's not present, he's not around, and I'm using he just as a placeholder for non-birthing parent, because this could just be anyone who did not bear the physical load of creating the human being. I get why people don't stay, or why they're like, all right, I'm out. This is a lot of work. This is the hardest thing that I've ever done, and I can't wait for it to feel rewarding. Right now, it just feels like I'm keeping her alive, and I'm taking care of the home, and I'm doing my best to take care of you. And every day and every week that passes by, I have to take care of you less, because you get more of your independence back, where you don't need me to do for you as much. And I want to give you the ability to start doing for yourself too. So I am more and more hands off with certain things, but I get why people leave, because it's really difficult. And there were some times when I would come in and cry and just like shed my tears and go about my day, because it's like, bruh, I'm on diaper duty, I'm changing diapers, I'm getting projectile pooped on, she's peeing on me, she's screaming, she's crying. I'm learning about myself that I do not do well with an infant screeching like a siren in my face for 10 to 15 minutes at a time. And then I take care of her, get her down, and or don't get her down. I have to pass her off, which I've had to, over the few weeks, cope with. That doesn't mean I'm a failure.
Can we talk a little bit more about that? Because I see the processing happening from the outside.
Oh. We can get to that. And just sharing, like, and doing all that, then having to come back in, and it's like, all right, now I'm solely responsible for walking the dog and taking the trash and doing all things that need lifting, groceries, cooking, those sort of, cleaning the house, maintaining the rooms, doing, and it just being like, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna short circuit. And it being like, I get why people leave, because this is really difficult to be here for your family. And I love you so much, and I love her. And just also telling Taylor, like, I had a conversation with Journey the other night of like, I'm learning to like you. I love you. I loved you from the moment you were a concept and a dream in me and your mom's conversations. I've loved you. But I'm learning to like you and not just keep you alive.
Learning to enjoy you. Those are my words.
Okay.
So I feel that.
So you said you wanted to go back to seeing me process.
Because for me, I'm always trying to find the balance of like, I want you to know I'm here if you need me, but also give you space to figure it out and be okay with it's not looking like it does with me. But when I'm like, okay, she's cried a little too long for me, I'm gonna just peep in and see if you need me. And I take her, and I can see you're just like, oh, like I couldn't do it, or like I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, that's not it. But I know that it just has to work out for you in that way.
Yeah.
I want to hear you.
What
you think?
What I think?
Yeah,
About
in those moments.
when you take her and she like instantly is like, and I'm just like, what's the phrase we've been saying? You raggedy.
You raggedy.
It's like, because it's like I've been putting in work trying to soothe you, care for you, go down my checklist, and sometimes I check every single box, and it's still not me that she needs. It's you.
Yeah.
Whether it's for milk, or whether it's for comfort, or just to be near your smell, or whatever, and that. Though those pain me sometimes to know that there's nothing that I can do because I'm very much a fixer and I want to provide, it's also like, okay, that's what you needed. All right, guess what? I'm waiting on my time because there's going to be a day when the only thing that will fix little mama's moods is being in Baba's arms.
Time will come.
I can't wait to shine as a parent. Like story time, reading for characters, fixing boo-boos, playing outside, teaching you things, being rough with you, but playful, like actual, like the parenting part and not just caring for this hot potato. I can't wait.
She's starting to have more personality now. She'll laugh. She follows your voice. So I hope that those little things you're picking up on, and I've been trying to remind you, like, look, she wants to talk to you, or, because she loves you. She really does. Yeah.
I love the little moments in the middle of the night where it's just like me and her awake, you're asleep, and I'm just like singing to her, or talking to her, or holding her and watching her sleep and make her little cooing sounds and night noises. I enjoy that too. And I like seeing her smile, or in her dreams when she'll laugh or make little sounds. Like, that's adorable.
It's good to hear that you actually like the nighttime shift. Because in my mind, I'm like, every time when I wake up and I see you rocking, I'm like, oh. She's like, why am I doing this? I'm so tired. Like, I made up this story, right? So it's good to hear, like, oh, y'all be actually doing stuff?
Yeah. I have to tell myself every night, every day, and I wonder when this will stop. It's only been, 28 days? How many days does it take to build a habit? 21? So they say. Maybe more. I don't know. Maybe more because of the day and age of social media. You might need some more time in between. But right now, I'm just building a muscle of caring for someone and getting used to my schedule being disrupted, our schedule being disrupted, our lifestyle. Sometimes I think back to that Sunday when we were at Tequila Social, and I'm like, I should have been more present. I should have felt like I slowed down time and I should have ordered another drink. I should have ordered more dessert. I should have.
The last outing before the baby.
That was our last, just me and you. And I love me and you.
Speaking of me and you on my birthday.
How was it?
It was great.
Do you need some
some burping assistance? Hi, mamas.
Where's our cloth?
I'll get it for you. I feel like we actually got to reconnect. And I hear my friends talk about like, oh, we need a date night. We need this. And I'm like, oh, y'all want to go out and eat?
Sorry, it's the way I was holding her. Her face was like.
But yeah, the ability to talk and not be interrupted. That also had to do with like, you took me to a restaurant. It was really nice. And I felt good and pretty. And I think we laughed, cried, all the things that night. But conversation reminded me of like when we were dating. We would like shut places down. Time would literally stop. And even the server, like, I would love when she came by, she didn't interrupt because we were having like deep conversation. She just do her thing, keep it moving. So it felt really good. And in everything, I feel the intention, right? Like, was he a manager?
Yeah, Corey.
He came by and introduced himself, was really kind. And I didn't know. I was like, they look real chummy, you know, like y'all know each other. So to hear, you know, you've been putting this in place since March and setting that up, and he knew like, oh, that's your birthday and that you just had a baby, and was sending stuff to the table. It was just hospitality through the roof. Conversation was great. Food was amazing. Can't wait to go back. But all in all, it was a good birthday, a good first time leaving the baby. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I only checked my phone once. I was very proud. But
Good job on that.
just reconnecting. And I like that we do the podcast because that's an intentional time where we can reconnect. No matter who watch it, who listen.
Right.
But for me, I'm like, this is my time with my family.
And I mean, I like watching it back. I don't care how many views we get on it. It's not necessarily a goal for me. I hope that any of you that watch it and check in on it and really support it, we're so thankful for that.
Yeah.
And we do it for us, you know, because it feels good to listen back on it, to watch it. There's been some episodes where I sent you one of our own episodes and was like, oh, how do you feel about that now with this experience? So I enjoy doing this in our check-ins.
Yeah.
How do you feel being a mom? What does that feel like for you?
Right now it feels like cosplay.
Cosplay.
Yeah.
How so?
Like I'm playing a mom, but I'm not a mom in real life.
Oh, do you feel imposter syndrome?
I always thought imposter syndrome was like negative, right?
Like you don't deserve this sort of thing,
Yeah,
or you're
but-
here by accident.
Right. Like I fully deserve to be a mom. I fully like know that it was a journey to get here. But when I'm like fully present and interacting with her, talking with her, seeing her respond back to me, I'm like, who am I? I was, you know, I'm in medical field, big germaphobe-ish, right? And my friend came over to visit yesterday and she told me a story she reminded me of a story where I had her oldest son, maybe a little bit more than Journey's age, right? He sneezes in my face and then takes my scarf and like wipes his nose and then lays back down on me. And I was just like, you can have it back. You can have it back. And one morning she had something in her nose and I just got it like that. And I was like,
oh yeah.
It's happening.
Oh yeah.
I actually feel like an adult now. Like people are like, when did you feel grown? Today.
Having a child.
Having a child. Totally. And now I wish I could go back and support my friends who had children differently.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about that for sure. I don't have a lot of friends that have kids in the way that you do. But I also wish I could go back for like Amanda, for Whitney. I didn't know one of my best friends, Taylor, when she was just having her son, but like I wish that I could go back in time and support them differently.
Yeah. But you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, bring a meal. To anyone wondering, bring a meal and or make some suggestions. Give some options of what you could bring or what you could do if you don't bring anything. Can I come by and wash dishes for you? Can I come by and do a load of laundry? Do you need someone to watch Journey while you take a shower? Or do you want to, go for a walk around the neighborhood? I want to audition our upstairs neighbors so that we can have someone to watch her for an hour, hour and a half, and I could go bike with you like we used to. I miss that.
Yeah. It's funny because people are like, okay, so there are friends that say, what do you want me to bring? And I feel like that's the mamas, like, what do you want me to bring? And with one of my friends, like broccoli and cheese casserole.
Can't wait to try it.
It's there for you, okay? I will share. And then other people are like, what can I do? And you had to remind me like, oh, do you want them to hold the baby so you can go take a shower? I was like, oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Because I don't necessarily want somebody doing my laundry. I don't want nobody doing my dishes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is there more there, or is it just like, no, it's pretty straightforward?
No, it is what it is.
You know what? There's not a whole lot of people I want to see in my drawers. Not that it's an atrocity, don't get it wrong. I like to think of myself as a very clean individual. But you know what? Drawers are such a personal affect.
Girl, speaking of drawers, I was thinking this morning, I have gone to support my friend, and like for her, one of the biggest tasks is folding, two friends, Their biggest task is folding laundry. They have multiple children. So they're just like, it's wash, it's clean, go get it from the hamper type of vibe. So I've literally like folded their spouses' drawers, put them up. Like, it's just a way of servicing. I didn't think twice about it. But then the partner were like, you fold my drawers? It's like, yeah, they in there, they clean. Like, it's just... But for me, I had to verbalize to my friends, like, what I value is you coming over and telling me something that ain't got to do nothing with the baby. Like, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about watch a show together. Kiki, it don't matter, but yeah. And I love a coupon. I love a gift card.
It's a coupon of sorts.
I love a gift card. You don't got to cook for me because I don't like everybody.
This is facts.
I don't like everybody food. So either I'm going to tell you specifically, like I told Dominique, I want the meatballs. Cheryl, I want the broccoli and rice. I want the greens. I want the short ribs. Don't. What?
I said.
Where they at?
Where they at?
Where they at? You funny. Yeah. Communication has really been, I've been trying to read about it because I'm just like, you think you're an effective communicator until you're down bad emotionally and you have to like fight for your words and fight to like still be present and communicate well.
Oh, yeah.
That's a challenge. How's that a challenge for you?
It's a challenge for me early in the morning. It's a challenge for me when I'm low on rest. Like, clearly, I couldn't get out more than a couple words of just like, I'm really tired, or like, you know, like I just trying to communicate. Like, there was times in the middle of the night where I'm trying to tell you what I need, and I'm thinking I'm doing a good job of like, here's what I need to, or same with you the other way, and I'm like, what? Can you say that again, babe? Or I can't understand you. Because I'm like, maybe you said that in your dream. Because it just sounds like, yeah, when you're sleepy, you're lacking sleep. It's the wee hours in the morning. Someone's crying, or you can hear her blast a poop through that diaper. It's like, what kind of communicator are you in those moments?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how do I still show that I love you? Because my tone gets very short.
It does.
So
and dry.
Very dry, very to the point. Like, so with knowing that does not always land well with you, I'll be trying. Or even if my tone is short or flat, then I'm trying to show you with my physical gestures that I still love you. Like, I didn't mean nothing by that. So I've been trying to do a better job of like, oh, we're both on the couch, let me sit closer to you. Let me touch your leg, or just something to show you like, my tone may be short, but it's not you, it's because I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I understand. Hey, we're learning so much about each other and about ourselves.
Aren't you glad we didn't have the baby the first year we got together?
Aren't you glad? I tried to tell you that we needed to lay a foundation, but this one was like, wedding night. I think we should do it. I think we should do it this year. It's September, girl.
Who knew we were going to have a whole pandemic? Who knew we were going to lose family members? You know, so I'm very glad that we chose to wait and did it how we did.
Me too. Because look at this little bundle of joy. I don't have what you're looking for. I don't have that.
Mama don't have it either.
Look, I don't have nipples like that. I guess we need to wrap it up because she got a bottle at home that's calling her name. And just our little house inside joke. You see her eating on her hands. I'm not supposed to tell him? There's a flavor of the week. And this week is Cajun. Because she eats those hands so much, I'm like, they got to have seasoning on them. Uh-huh. Here, let me do this for you.
Is that clean still? I don't know. I got another one in the back.
I was like, I don't know what it's touched. I can dip it in some water.
That's the problem. Trying to get rid of it for that reason. That's the only reason I'm like, ugh. Yeah. All right, guys.
Hey, I've had a great time just catching up and talking, enjoying a new summer beverage, and getting to do this for the first time with our girl.
Yeah. She's here.
She's here, y'all.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Until next time.
Until next time.